Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Evan Parker. I am the pitching coach with the Ogden Raptors. Today, I am pleased to have one of my local pitchers in here with me today, Chase Stratton. I wanted to have him come in today and say a few words. Let's do a little bit of interview style here because he is a local guy. So we're going to get some background on Chase right now. Chase, tell us a little bit about yourself there, brother.
I'm Chase Stratton. I'm a left-handed pitcher. I went to Clearfield High School, went to USU Eastern for my JUCO, and then found my way out to college at NAIA William Penn. Finished out my 3 years there. Played some summer ball in Indiana. Came out to Clearfield for a tryout and started my professional career. So
Nice, dude. So did you go to USU Eastern for only 1 year?
no, I went there for 2 years.
So two
Right out of high school. Yeah,
two USU, two William Penn.
3 at William Penn because of COVID.
Okay. So you were a COVID guy. Okay. So let's talk about, because before Western Nevada went away, I was in the conference. Was it still the Scenic West then?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the Scenic West conference was where I played junior college ball. Chase also played there. We played against Eastern in our conference. Talk a little bit about what you learned there, because not very many people know, but that conference is filled with a bunch of dogs, and
Yeah.
you really learn how to play and compete.
That's a eat or be eaten kind of
Yeah.
competition. And going out of high school into that, I was kind of new into it, and they were saying, go JUCO, you play right away, get your feet wet. And boy, were they white. Like, right, it was
Yeah, dude.
grown men basically. You saw some of these guys, you're like, holy cow, these are monsters compared to what I seen.
The conference is famous for being bounce back guys. Like,
Oh,
there's
yeah.
a lot of D1 or university bounce back guys, or guys who are trying to get drafted without going through the NCAA stuff. Like, that conference is completely full of it. We ended up going to JUCO my freshman year, but I don't think we ever played a team where I didn't see guys that were legitimate prospects,
Oh, yeah.
Probably the same thing for you. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Chase is pretty special because this is a very difficult thing to do. We set up these tryouts, league set up tryouts and stuff like that. And what happens is that you get 2 or 3 days, maybe tops, to see guys perform, throw bullpens, so on and so forth. Both tryouts that you've gone to, you've got signed out of. Okay. What do you think? Tell me what you think the reason is for that.
I just felt like I got lucky.
It's the
Just-
it's the curveball.
Yeah, it's the curveball. That's the only reason why I'm still playing, kind of a thing. But I enjoy the sport. I love it. I wanted to try, right? Like, I mean, I got to keep trying until either
Yeah.
I say I'm good with not playing, or someone else says I'm not good enough, kind of a thing. And I was playing summer ball when I found out about the tryout here in Ogden, Utah. So I booked a plane, tried out for the 2 days.
Yeah.
That's all it was, kind of a thing. And
Yeah.
after the second day, I hopped back on that plane, and 20 minutes before I was supposed to leave, I got a call saying the Grand Junction Rockies, but
Right.
now the Jackalopes drafted me. So I was like, holy crap, I gotta go back and pack all my stuff and drive back across the country and start that.
Well, and that helped you too, because you also had the Pioneer League next to your name, as we were kind of
Mm-hmm.
scouting you a bit.
Yep.
But if you remember, I actually had COVID at the beginning of the year, and I didn't get to see you.
Yep.
And Cash, our manager, called me and says, "Dude, we got this red-headed, left-handed kid who's got a nasty curveball, dude. I think we're gonna sign him or whatever." And I said, I personally don't know who he is, but you knew Mason because you went to Did you go to high school with Mason
Mason was
Roth?
my catcher.
Mason, one of our coaches, went to high school with Chase, and so I remember kind of hearing about you before I ever saw you, and that the curveball's legit. So let's talk a little bit about this. Chase is actually, I have a baseball facility on 25th Street, kind of right next to the City Club down there. If you go down there, you can't miss it. You'll see my Zombie Wolves in the window. But Chase has been training with me in the off season almost every day. I've seen a lot of strides. I talked about it in the thing with Dave Baggett. We've had Pablo Arevalo, Brandon McCabe, Damian Henderson's been in with us. But let's just talk a little bit about maybe some development things that you've picked up on this off season, some progress that you have made, and if you've liked training with me or not, or if you're sick of me before the season even starts.
No, I could never get sick of you. But it's different from what I've noticed so far is the training, you know, and the style of training kind of a thing from college to pro. And, you know, we took, you know, from September all the way to December off basically. And I was like, holy crap, this is completely new to me. Like I was usually, you know, for the last 5 years, I was, you know, training, lifting heavy, you know, around this time. And you're like, dude, take a deep breath. Like we have plenty of time, you know, and it's just trying to, you know, transition into that. And
to talk about that a little bit, here's what I've noticed in my years of being in professional baseball. The pro training model is different than any other type of training model. We go out and we start playing for our pro template. If we were in spring training right now, pitchers and catchers have already reported. Yep. You know, major league guys have at least, minor league guys coming up soon, if they're not there already. Those guys are getting ready to be ready now. Yeah. We don't have to be ready until, I'm trying to look for the date on my phone
3
here.
months.
Yeah, I mean, Trev, what's our first day? Okay, so we're almost exactly 3 months away from even being in camp. Okay. So with that being said, I'm like, dude, you guys got to pump the brakes on training so much because you're gonna be blown out before you even get into camp, and that's not the game. If you guys want to get signed, you need to come into May peak all the way through the season so we can win the championship, and then all you guys go get signed, or you get signed during the year. I don't care if you get signed today. I'm happy for you, you know. But I think that's my biggest thing is that, you know, guys throw too much and they train too much, and nobody's really talking about being overtrained. And I think that I was my health history will tell you that I was one of those guys, you know, that I would train until I just would honestly hurt myself.
Yeah.
So trying to put my, you know, imprint on you guys a little bit, just saying, hey, let's take a deep breath. Let's put together a good plan, you know, climb into the season and then peak through the season if we can. But yeah, in the facility, dude, I think that we got a good thing going on. It's kind of the lab over there, right?
Absolutely. I love it.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of my happy spot, I'd say, kind of a thing. So.
It's closed off. I got all the windows blocked out. People can't see in there. So let's talk about this for a little bit. So I was kind of thinking short-term and long-term goals, which probably comes down to like, what are your goals for this season? You'll answer that first. And then the next thing would be, what are your long-term goals? What else are you looking to get out of this game?
So short-term goals, obviously, you know, is put up good numbers for the Ogden Raptors, you know, and continue to enjoy the game as I always have, kind of a thing.
Yeah.
You know, long-term goals, it's always to get signed. I mean, it's, you know, cash, and you guys have said it yourself. This is a stepping stone, right? This is not where careers go to die anymore. This is where, you know, this is just another step into the process of, you know, going to affiliated ball or, you know, keep on playing, kind of a thing. So that's, I mean, that should be everyone's goal, right? Playing this game. And so, I mean, that's what my goal is, to, you know, play as long as I can until someone says, you know,
right,
no thanks. So
right. So I'm going to answer real quick my short-term goal, since I get to be your pitching coach this year. For Chase is a guy that can go out, take the ball, literally in any role. He can start, he can relieve on short days rest, he can go get us 5 innings out of the bullpen, or, you know, and I trust you to close too, because you're pretty even keel with your temperament. So my short-term goals would be for you to take the ball consistently in whatever role that you're in and continue to produce under that even keeled mindset, because I don't think not every guy has that. You know, the situation's the same no matter what, which is great. Okay. Long-term, what would you like to get out of this game? What are you chasing?
I mean, it's just it's the kids' game, right? It's
right.
We strive to play. I mean, we grow up loving this game and like thinking nothing else but baseball.
Everyone's got that final dream in their head, and it's like, I mean, bro, you just keep going until you literally can't anymore.
Of course, and I mean, I've been fortunate enough to. It seems like, you know, at certain points where it's like, okay, well, baseball might be done, and then, there's an opportunity, right? There's another kind of a chance to keep playing. So it's like, why not take it? I mean, I'm gonna work for the rest of my life. Might as well keep playing, you know, while I can, kind of a thing.
Hey, we're going to take just a little break right now. We will be right back. We got something exciting for you. We'll be back for the closing segment, and thank Chase for coming in with us today. Hey guys, what's up? This is Evan Parker, current pitching coach for the Ogden Raptors. I just wanted to do a little spot here and tell you guys about my facility in downtown Ogden, Utah. The address is 260 25th Street. If you go down there, at any point in time, you'll be able to see all of my windows blacked out with my zombie wolves, and it's a pretty cool place, man. It's taken me. I believe I opened in 2017 when I kind of just threw some nets and stuff in there and just some training gear. And 6-ish years later, it's transformed into a dream of mine to have my own training facility with data analysis, cameras, bullpen mounds. We got a hitting cage in there and stuff. Really big in the development of the youth where I come from. I know it's possible to attain your dreams and go after them with full tenacity if you have the right people and right tools and right resources, and I want to be one of those people. So if you guys would like to get in touch with me to get your kids in for private stuff, I also do group stuff. I have a couple different places where we can do that. My email is 801jombie@gmail.com. Please get in touch with me, and I'd love to keep developing the youth around here and put the Utah boys on the map. I told you the windows were blacked out, so that's for a purpose, slow motion cameras and stuff. So anyway, Chase, I want to thank you for coming in today, brother.
Yes,
you've been great. Thank you for the short notice.
Appreciate it.
Chase got off work an hour early to be in with us, so I appreciate it. Till next time, guys. Love you. Look forward to seeing you out at the stadium. Opening day is May 23rd. Okay, May 23rd. We'll see you guys there. Love you.